All right. Hello, everyone. This welcome to the 11th weekly Ingenious Chess Academy tournament. My name is Animesh Sabat. I have a FIDE rating of around 1236, and I'm here with my team members Kanda Padmanabha and Avyan Shaha, and they may give their introductions now. Avyan?
Yes. So I am 10 years old. My FIDE rating is 1189, and I've been playing chess from 6 years ago. And now Skanda.
Hello
Skanda,
everyone, my name is
proceed.
Kanda Padmanabha. I have been playing chess from over 3 years. I do not have a FIDE rating yet. Now let's start the games. Animesh, which
All
gives
right.
me?
I believe we'll be starting once that. Okay. Has the tournament begun?
Yes.
Yes.
So we will begin with the top board of under 13. I don't exactly know, but that is how we'll be going about it. So start with the top board of under 13.
This is Vaishnav versus Samik. We have the main line of the Gyukopian on the board.
Yeah.
And he goes
Now
for the d4 variation.
I believe the
So,
variation would be e cross d4. Black will take the pawn. White will again capture it with the c pawn.
Or he may play e5,
And then
transposing to the Anderson variation.
yeah.
okay.
So now bishop b4 check and bishop d2. I think will have the game.
Yes.
True. So we have entered a slightly different variation from how you know, generally nowadays people go for moves like d3, but it's a very interesting variation to go for, and it provides a lot of opportunities and a dynamic game. So I feel like this game will be quite interesting depending on how the game plays out from here on.
Yeah. If White can go for an attack well, then he would get some sort of tempos and a good counterplay.
Okay, we have a3. What do you think is the purpose of this move a3? Because I feel like it's a very interesting purpose. I mean, there are ideas, but it seems quite interesting.
And bishop g4,
I
pinning the knight to
feel
the
that
queen.
b4 b5. Right.
Uh,
Bishop into f3, winning a pawn.
Very tactical play by black right here.
Knight into e4, winning the e4 pawn. I feel that's what the
Yes, he had
idea
played
of
that.
bishop is.
And now black is a pawn up. So the situation is not looking good for white. However, we should keep in mind that white has a pretty open position and much better development. So if I were to choose a position here, I wouldn't be sure, because if you see, white has a slight positional edge over black if I were to put it right here. However,
Let's see some other game now.
no, I believe we should stay here for a while. Otherwise, we'll be moving to the third game, third board on the under 10 category after this.
Okay, the third board of under 10.
Yes.
Okay. If Skanda is ready to change, he can change.
No, not yet. We'll be
Okay, give
remaining
me
here
the
for a
cards.
while until we can. Okay, so this is quite interesting.
D5 is
White's
the
piece
idea.
development is a lot better.
White is going for some kind of attack on f7.
Okay, can I know why he played knight to g5? Because it doesn't serve as an idea.
He wants
No,
to take
he
knight
wants a.
into f7 and queen b3 is what I understood. Knight into f7 and queen b3.
A very interesting theory.
But then d5 is there, so he has to take bishop into f7 as well.
Okay.
This move I did not really get. Can someone tell me what that's for?
So for certain purposes, I'll be turning off my video because I have to go and coordinate it. I'll still be here, but I'm handing over the main purpose of annotating this meeting to Avyan and Skanda, but I'll be here from the back. All right, if that's okay.
Okay. So now I feel the idea should be bishop b5 and giving black a double pawn, or bishop a2 putting pressure on the d5 pawn. What do you think, Skanda? Which one?
Oh, black played bishop to
That's
b3.
an interesting move.
Knight to a5, trying to exchange the bishop to the knight.
I think after the exchange, the e5 square will be beneficial for white.
And white has created a
It's
kite and thread system towards the king side.
a battery, kind of a battery.
Mm-hmm.
And now this knight on f7 is kind of trapped. I mean, the knight on f6 because it's protecting the h7 checkmate.
And
I
now he
did
has
not
cleared.
get this move.
And now he
What
has
about
cleared
you,
this knight.
Skanda?
But
But queen d2 will fork the knight and the pawn on h6.
maybe now the knight to h4 idea gives the idea of knight captures on g6,
All right. We'll
sacrificing
be
the knight.
temporarily stopping. I'm sorry to interrupt. We'll be temporarily stopping this and moving to the game played by Arush Khajurkar. Arush Khajurkar on under 10, board number 1. He had a very beautiful victory in just 11 moves. So we'll be moving to analyze that game.
Can we take another
I
game?
feel we should see I think we should see the live games, not the victory
Yeah,
one.
however,
Yeah.
we
Like
need
for
to
example, the Ojas Dhaka versus Abhinandan
Yeah.
game.
Okay,
we
let
need
us
to
move.
visit the
Let us
first
move to
board
this.
first. We need to visit the first board first. All right. Okay.
Ojas Dhaka
It's
versus
okay,
Abhinandan.
Animesh. This is very interesting. Ojas Dhaka could play knight d5 check, putting a lot of pressure on black.
And he does.
95
If
is
the king
just
moves to the
sort
light
of fun move.
squares, the it can become a discover check by knight to f6. But he does not. He moves back to b8.
Yeah, good move. Now the bishop on d4 is attacked, so just or white would have to move bishop c3 or bishop to e3. Which move do you think is better, Animesh?
I really don't see any purpose of moving the bishop back to like c3 or something. So I'd say e3 because it again allows much more scope to put pressure with something like b4. Maybe I'm not saying that's the best move, but however, I wouldn't take a risk as a prophylactic player. I wouldn't take such a risk.
I would actually.
I have a better move. Bishop into d7 and then nb6 fork if he takes with the queen. Bishop into d7 is my idea.
And this was the best move for the bishop, as if we play bishop to c3, black
Yeah.
would have gained tempo by playing this move, kicking the bishop back.
b4.
Interesting
move this is.
White moves the knight
Queen
to e5.
e4 is the only move and queen f5 as well. So now which one do you think is better? Skanda. Queen e4, which stays a little bit towards the e file, or queen f5, which is advancing more.
I would say White's move is well now. White's f5 move was great. Because both of them.
So now this rook is under attack. He has to bring it back like rook b7 or something. Or he should just bring it to rook g7. But I feel rook b7 is good as it is protecting the king as well.
Oh, gaining a tempo on the queen by playing rook to f7.
All right. We'll now be moving to the game in the under 13 category between Rishik 99 and Avi 05 Verma.
Okay, let's move. So let's go down to Avi and Rishik.
Avi is
a piece up.
Avi is a piece up while Rishik has a pawn for a compensation.
But on the other hand,
he has a very good attack.
Yeah.
The reason why I chose this game was it seems White has a very subtle way of trying to put pressure over here. I could even consider something like, say, bishop into h7 check if the situation determines. No. We could probably try. Okay, I'm not forcing that view upon us, but what I'm essentially saying is though a piece down, has a lot of opportunities to take advantage of the neglected defense on black side. However, if black manages to neutralize the attack, then the game is all for his. We'll be watching this game for some time now because I feel it is interesting.
Oh, good move. If he moves bishop b6, then the bishop will get trapped by c5. And if he moves his bishop like somewhere like e7, then bishop h6 or queen h3 is a good mating ideas.
I would say bishop to f8 is a good idea for going for g6 and then going for bishop to g7.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good idea. But bishop f8 and bishop h6. So after g6, white's attack is against.
I don't think that's really something to debate about, because bishop e7 is, though an interesting possibility, definitely restricts black's movement. I believe bishop f8 is the only move that would make sense. Though bishop,
I agree.
because something like bishop b6 meets, like bumps into the very uncomfortable, unpleasant move that is c5 here. So I wouldn't say we should go for something like that.
Guys,
Yes.
what do you think about after the bishop moves back here? What do you think about the knight to f5 idea?
Bishop into f5, queen into d2. Yeah, it's a strong idea. Oh, he actually moved the bishop to a very good square. A very interesting and exciting game nowadays. What can white play? Queen h3
White may be
or bishop h6?
White may also be able to push b5, gaining another tempo on the bishop.
Yeah, that would be a little cramping for black.
And
if
he
white
does.
can do something.
He plays b5.
And he played a very strong possibility, I feel.
Okay, I feel this game is pretty much equal now. I would say I would not undermine White's huge positional advantage in this situation. If Black
Definitely.
were not a piece up, it would clearly be winning for White. However, since Black has an extra piece, it allows for a lot of nasty traps, tricks which he can use to trick him. However, we'll be coming back to this game in a while. In the meantime, we'll be moving on to the top current board on the under 10 category.
Which is?
I'm not sure about the name. One sec. You may just go to the top board on the under.
Okay, it's Abhinandan against Ojas Dhaka.
Yes.
And let us go
wait,
back
not
to
this
the
one.
game.
Not this one.
Oh my god.
This one is. Okay, this one is lost
Rook
for Black.
d8 checkmate. Let's.
So we
And we
will
came
not
to
be.
the final
We'll
move
just
of the
move to the
board,
next
which is
board.
rook
We'll,
to d8 checkmate.
we'll be moving
Okay,
to the
let's
next
move
board.
to the next board.
What about now? What
So
about
next
Arav
board
Dayani
is
versus Naitik Kumar?
Yeah, I believe that's an interesting position.
Rook.
We may get into it.
Oh my god. This game is.
I think the game is already over. Skanda,
Oh.
here's your screen.
Natik has emerged victorious within the time span of us opening the game.
What
which
about
is,
this game? Krisha Vishnoi
Skanda,
versus
you
Ryan.
can reload your screen because earlier I saw there were only 3 games in under 10 category.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
I
refreshing.
think
Okay.
so.
Okay, yeah.
So we have only 2 ongoing games in the under 10 category
Let's see
and 1
Riyansh
ongoing game in the under 13
and
category.
Let's see Riyansh and Krisha.
We'll be moving back to the last ongoing game in the under 13 category, which we just left for a while ago, which is Rishik 99 versus Avi05 Verma. Beautiful game, very interesting position, and worth watching.
Yeah, let's go back to that game because in this game Krisha Vishnoi will
I believe the only 2 games left in the under 10 category have clearly defined winners who have a decisive advantage in the position.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
I believe this game between Rishik 99 and Avi05 Verma is quite interesting due to its dynamic possibilities.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to that game now.
Okay, we're going back to the under 10 category between Avi05 Verma and Rishik 99.
True. And
And not a lot of moves has passed.
Not a lot of moves has
The
passed.
queen is
but,
hanging. We will
that
just
was the move.
win.
That was the
Oh,
move. Just
that's
stayed.
bad. That's bad.
All right. Okay. I believe. Okay. And right then, it's very unfortunate.
Let's view the tournament. And under 13 is done. Let's see under 10.
The next round starts in 2 minutes. We'll be going to under 10 category to see if there are any games which have dynamic possibilities.
Well,
there
there
is
is
only
one-
one ongoing game, as you guys can see over here already. However, I would still recommend checking it out.
Okay.
Yes, it's an interesting game. The rook is
In the
trapped.
meantime, Avyan, I'd like to coordinate with you, so I request you to come online on WhatsApp or something.
All right. But I don't really have WhatsApp in this computer and I don't have a phone with me.
All right. Skanda, is it
Let's
possible for
concentrate
the
on the
viewers to check our private chat in Zoom right now, or no?
No, I don't think we should private chat. Ooh, that's a very big
Okay.
mistake. I think that's a very big mistake, right? What about knight captures,
rook.
pawn captures, and then queen captures the rook?
What about queen?
Yeah.
How if I just take queen into rook directly?
And he had
instead of-
just played that.
No,
No,
Skanda's
because-
variation seems
No,
to
because
be a good possibility.
supposing he captures the queen directly, the rook can escape. I mean, sorry, from
And
here.
the rook is fallen. He can take the rook free of cost now. White.
After white takes the rook on a8, black can try to exchange queens by playing this.
I don't think it is in black's interest to try to exchange queens. Maybe something like f3 would be black's best hope and try to throw him into some kind of a trap. Because other than knight into f3, any move loses.
No, I don't think f3 is a great one because then queen will just move back.
If f3, then queen, then bishop into queen. Bishop into h6, winning the queen free of cost.
Exactly.
Bishop into
Will Vivan see
h6 right
this?
now.
Will Vivan see this? I think he will.
Will Vivan see this move?
And he saw it.
Oh, okay. I believe this is winning for white. I think we should move to the under 13 category now. I believe the next game would have started.
I just
Yeah,
want to see which way
there
move
is
black
not
will
yet
play.
much left in this game now.
I have a question. Okay, he resigned. Great. And
Now
for
let's go to the under 13 Skanda.
And we're in the under 13. Which game, Animesh?
We'll be moving to the top board. I haven't. None of the games are really in an interesting position right now, so we'll be moving to the top board, followed by the fourth and then the third before we go back to the under 10 category.
Okay, now it's Lalit versus Ayush.
Okay, we have a very interesting version of the Petrov defense. You know, generally people will either go with knight into e5 or d4. However, I've seen this bishop b5 move a bunch of times, or maybe a lot of people try to transpose it back, maybe after something like knight c6. Okay, we have
Yeah.
n into e4.
This is the
I've
Portugal
seen that.
defense.
Now
This is
queen
transposed
e7.
into. Yeah, this is a very interesting and famous trap. You know, there are a lot of trap variations over here. If white moves his knight back, then it's a huge
Knight
blunder.
c3.
Yeah, knight c3 wins. So I would suggest something like d4 is probably his best bet. And
Knight c3
And
winning the queen.
knight c3 wins if black. Beautiful move by black.
Yeah, it's a wonderful move
We'll be
because the queen is
moving to the
getting a
fourth.
check and this queen is also falling.
And we'll be moving to the fourth board. I believe black should not have much difficulty winning this game. We'll be
Okay,
moving to the fourth board right now. So Skanda, move to the fourth board of the under 13 category.
Okay, fourth
Yeah, let's
board
do
is it,
that.
Animesh?
Fourth board, yeah, just move to the fourth board, which is between, the one on which we have the Apex board playing.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Apex bot
A third one
Atharva
was
versus Avni Verma.
Avi Verma. Yes. So I believe that
You
this
see,
is
I chose
Yes,
this
this is
game
definitely
because
the
of its
Gyuko
very
piano.
interesting beginning. I suggest you let the viewers give the viewers a little bit of a background by moving back and showing what has happened till now.
Okay, so
Because the
Avi is
position
white
is a very
and
interesting way of
Atharva is
reaching.
black. The Sicilian defense.
yeah. And
You
it
see,
has
this is a very interesting version of the Alpine game. The Alpine game is one of the most interesting and powerful sidelines. It's a mother of all anti-Sicilians. And playing it in a position like this just increases the possibilities and dynamicity of the position.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
wrong when I
this
said
is
this
very
is the
interesting
Gyuko
opening
piano.
to choose.
What would Avi play? Avian, what is your move in this position? What would you play?
I might have played rook e1 or something, but knight d2 is also a very good move.
And white played knight bd2.
What is the idea? Do you know Skanda of knight bd2?
Okay, we'll be moving to board number 2 in the under 10 category between Surya Akshaj and Vivan.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the under 10 category.
Surya, Akshaj and Vivanka.
Surya, Akshaj and Vivan.
Opponent's defense, mostly.
Yeah, but a very interesting variation because black seems to have built a very solid
Yeah,
wall
structure,
and
center.
a classical center. And I would just want us to observe this game until he can create a classical center.
Yes.
Let's see how white can deal with this sort of center.
No, it's a very beautiful lesson on how you can counter. You see, white started out with a very beautiful attack and a very aggressive setup. However, black has managed to counter it in a very nice way, which is why I wanted us to watch this game.
Okay, now the only good move for white in this position is pawn to d4. But he captured the pawn.
Knight into c6. Okay, I believe he should reply with b into c6 so that he can play bishop a6 at some point in time.
He should have played
Can
n
we
into c6.
shift the game
This
Everyone
game is
can
definitely
see.
dominating for black, so we'll be moving on to the game between. Just give me a second. I just need to check the names of the players. We'll be moving on to
Okay.
the game between Rishabh 15 and Akhilan M.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Rishabh 15 and Akhilan M. The top board.
Yes. You see, it's a very positional game.
This is the 13th move of the game. Black capture the
Yeah.
knight.
And already we have reached such an such that we don't really know what's going to happen in this game. You see, whom would you prefer in this position? I'd like to ask this question to both my co-hosts right here, Skanda and Avyan. Skanda, who do you think whom would you prefer?
I would rather prefer black in this position as his knight has a very good activity on the d4 and b4 squares. Also, his queen is very active on the f6 square. His rook can attempt double on the e file, and I would say this is a very solid position for black. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, Avyan, what's your opinion on this? May I know?
I feel that black is winning because of the two pawns on C2 and C4, and also this queen has such a good diagonal, so
Okay,
good diagonal.
C5, a very interesting sacrifice. C5.
Yeah, I actually agree with the sacrifice. Okay, sorry about that.
No, reason being, after something like, I think this is a very good way of trying to open testing.